well, you guys. The work crew is back today to do the grout. And I told them straight up they gotta keep the front door locked and closed, because not only am I running the AC, but somebody tried to break into my house, right? So can't be just like leaving my door wide open while I'm sleeping on the couch, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so let's cover this story. A very scary day on the Half Dome cables. I love it when these people are like, this is my first time doing this thing and I am so unfamiliar with it and I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, okay.
I'm scared. I'll be honest, I'm a little scared. As we were coming up Subdome, it started raining. We started hearing a bunch of stories about a guy sliding outside of the cables. Everybody said they thought he was going to die.
Yeah, you're not supposed to go up Half Dome if there is even a single cloud in the sky, but okay, kids. So they are in their 40s or 40 something, I don't know, but they're younger than me, and I have several family members who have climbed Half Dome, and I've done most of the trail myself several times, all the way up to Nevada Fall at least, you know.
There are 6 people on the cables right now, 4 of which have not moved in quite some time. People are saying an hour.
Okay. Alright.
That's where we're going. Hey Terry, you see that behind you?
Yeah.
You want to walk up there? Sure, come on. It's only like 4,400 feet up. Half Dome is a hike that I've had my sights on for probably 5 years, maybe even more. And we've applied for the cable permits in the past and failed in the lottery. But this year, in March, we have both applied. And
I don't know how that happens, because like my family has never had a problem getting permits to do this, but okay. So I guess it was very difficult for you.
Miraculously, we both won, so we set our date for September 13th, and we're going to start out by going to Little Yosemite Valley and camping overnight.
I'm Tara. That's Lucas. We're on a quest for new adventures and great food. Come along with us as we explore our incredible world.
So our stop is Little Yosemite Campground, and then tomorrow...
So they are in Happy Isles right now. They're not telling you that, but they are at the beginning of the trail in Happy Isles. So that's where they are.
Oh, it's on to Half Dome.
The trail to Vernal Fall is a short but strenuous trail. It's quite steep, right? So it takes a lot of energy to get up there. They're quite literally still in Happy Isles. They're still on flat areas. They are not doing the actual trail yet.
Begun the Mist Trail stairs. I've heard that there are 600 of them. I think I've done about 12. Here we go. These aren't easy stairs either. They're awkwardly shaped. Awkward distances, like this one's huge. Whoa. And with a 40 or 50 pound pack on your back, it is not easy at all.
How much shit did you need to bring with you for one night? You're gonna be overnight once, right? And then you're gonna hike back down on the misshapen stairs. Why did you bring so much gear that it weighed that much? Like, that's crazy to me. I understand the idea of like planning out your trip that you're gonna sleep in Little Yosemite Valley the night before you actually try and do Half Dome, because, you know, then you're well rested and blah blah blah. But why did you do this? Why did you carry so much equipment with you that it was 40 to 50 pounds on your back? Oh my God.
Well, Vernal Falls isn't necessarily as majestic as it probably is in the spring, but
It's pretty cool.
there's still something there, and it's still beautiful.
It's roaring.
Are you doing this out of order? Because the stairs come up later. Okay? Vernal Fall is earlier than when you get to the actual stairs. So what's going on here?
It's a lot of stairs.
Yeah, that safety guard on the side, by the way, rattles. It is freaky as shit, you guys. Like, you hold on to it and it fucking rattles.
Waterfall number 1. Done.
And at this pace, we'll be lucky to make it to our campsite by dark. Probably not.
Well, what time did you start? What time in the morning did you start? Come on now.
Oh well, we are making very, very slow progress. Having these packs, it's hard, man, going up these stairs. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to find out at the end whether or not it's easier to do this hike in one day, straight shot, or haul a bunch of stuff up these stairs and give yourself 2 days. As of right now, I have no idea. They seem about neck and neck. All right, we've reached the footbridge beneath Nevada Fall, and we were just informed by some hikers going the opposite direction that they just encountered a mountain lion less than a mile up the trail. So we're gonna be very cautious. All right, we're about halfway between Vernal and Nevada Fall, and we reached a nice little flat area that is just heavenly, because I think we are both struggling. Sun is going down. We gotta move. Oh man, these stairs are relentless.
We're more than halfway.
Oh, we're way more than halfway. I mean, we're more than halfway up Nevada Fall, and then we got about a half.
Yeah, you're not more than halfway, but okay. So, the section that they were talking about has been pretty deceptive to visitors in the past. There are some death stories in that area too, because they think they can get into the water and they get sucked into the current and go over Vernal Fall. People are stupid. That's all I can say. I have read so many stories about all the bullshit that's happened in Yosemite, you guys. Amazing. But watching these two out of shape people try and climb Half Dome is amazing.
Mile to the campground. Home stretch. I feel every single minute of 40 years old. And we still got more stairs.
Right. I've done that trail like at least like 5 times. I've done that trail like 5 times, you guys.
Well, it's completely dark and 8 o'clock.
Something like that.
Something around 8 o'clock, and we made it to the backpackers camp. It's a little later than we wanted it to be, but we had to take it kind of slow on the huge amount of stairs and super big incline. So now we just have to set up our tent and eat some food and go to sleep.
Good morning. Well, yesterday was...
So I'm curious about this because they claim that they are also foodies. Why didn't you show us what you cooked at your campfire? Right? Like, why didn't you show us your camp setup? Why didn't you... Why were you just like, I'm carrying 40 to 50 pounds on my back, but you didn't show us what you ate, you didn't show us your camp setup, like, you didn't show us the bears coming and sniffing your heads in the middle of the night, because I know, alright, that's what they do in the High Sierra. But okay, so, bam. No pictures of the top of Nevada Fall. Alright.
Eventful. But we set up camp and got some sleep. How are you feeling?
Tired.
Tired and sore. But we're back on the trail and headed to Half Dome. Let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
Well, I think thus far, this is the most beautiful stretch of the trail we've seen. Sequoias, ponderosas, and I think these are fir.
There are no sequoias. There are no sequoias in front of you. Why would you even say that? Yosemite only has like 2 groves. Give me a break. You're like, oh, there's sequoias. No, there's not. There's probably ponderosas. There's probably yellow pines. There's a lot of different coniferous trees there, but none of them are sequoias. Let's be real.
Maybe just a gorgeous stretch of forest. We finally got a nice stretch of flat ground after a bunch of switchbacks. But we still got some climbing to do. The monotony of the never-ending uphill really wears on your body and your mind. So what we've decided to do at this point is break it down into 100-step segments. 100 steps, take a break. 100 steps, take a break. All right, 100 steps.
They might be experiencing altitude sickness or something because their behavior is very odd. I'm just being real as an experienced hiker myself, their behavior is very odd. they might be experiencing altitude sickness.
Okay, there it is right behind us. Getting real close to subdome and half dome cables. Just gotta keep pressing on. All right, all that's left are the hardest part and the scariest part. But we are so close, it's just right there.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a little break and start heading up.
The reason I never did this with my family is because I've never really had a lot of upper body strength. And you've got to be able to pull yourself up those cables. And I was never in any portion of my life capable of doing something like that.
It's like almost straight vertical. Status update. We are at the base of the cables, top of subdome.
There was Jesus up
And it rained. As we were coming up subdome, it started raining. And
What if? It's only.
we started hearing a bunch of stories about a guy sliding outside of the cables. Somebody grabbed him, apparently. Everybody said they thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
There are 6 people on the cables right now, 4 of which have not moved in quite
People
some
are saying an
time.
hour. They're just sitting up there clinging to the cables.
So it's apparently slick as ice.
I don't know why they did this at all, because quite frankly, there is a sign somewhere around Half Dome that says, if there is a cloud in the sky, do not ascend. It's the highest peak in that area in the valley. It gets struck by lightning quite frequently. And there are stories in Death in Yosemite about a group of hikers that went up there and they hid under what was like a cave, thinking that they would be protected, and several of them died because the Half Dome got struck by lightning.
So we may not be doing this today. We're gonna just sit here. We see some patches of sunlight, so we're just gonna wait and assess. A very kind, generous person gifted me a harness, but I don't even know if it's worth attempting. We'll give it a few hours and we'll see. All right, situation report. Bunch of people have started going up. It's dried up. Everybody that was stuck up there is down. I'm contemplating. Tara?
That's gonna be a no for me.
Got a lot of people encouraging me. I've come a long way. I really want to do it. I'm scared. I'll be honest, I'm a little scared. Because watching those people get stuck up there. And the weather is questionable still. We'll see. But I do have a harness.
Okay.
Well, I decided it wasn't the thing for me, but Luke's going.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go as far as I feel safe, which I think is all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Never underestimate how.
So, for those of you who don't know, the cables are only put up basically between Memorial Day and Labor Day. That's about the whole time you can climb Half Dome. Unless you're a rock climber and you want to do the face, but there's been deaths that way too. I'll just be real. But basically the cables are up from Memorial Day to Labor Day. Period.
Getting there. Okay. We're more than halfway. I'm told we're past the worst. Oh my God. It does take a lot of upper body strength. All right. And we're to the easy part.
I don't know what he's whining about. My uncle has done this. My brother has done this. My sister-in-law has done this. My son has done this. And not a one of them was like, oh my God, it was so hard. They basically were like, I did it, and went down to the gift store in Curry Village and bought a I Climbed Half Dome t-shirt. And they did it in a day, right? They left at like 5 in the morning and did it in a day. They didn't, bring a pack of 40 to 50 pounds on their backs to try and do this. They went up and climbed it. Period.
I'm up here. About a half hour ago, I thought there was no chance. Well, I wish Tara was up here, but I understand. It's quite a challenge. The only reason I did it is because I had this harness. Which, thank you, by the way, to whoever gifted me this harness. I don't know your name or who you are.
None of my family members had harnesses, but okay.
But I really appreciate it, and it made this possible. But look at that view. Just breathtaking.
What are you even looking at?
Well, that was spectacular. Yeah. But it's time to go down. So here we go. All right, this is Ryan. He went up with me. Thank you, by the way.
No problem.
He's got to be like the videographer, because there's some long shots.
Okay, so I'm using this harness. And so we're clipping in on the way down. Okay, about halfway down. This is what it looks like. It looks a lot worse than it is. I mean, it looks terrifying, but it just isn't. It's just not that bad going down. Those 360 cam shots look really sexy and all, but I must strongly advise you don't do that. That was really dumb of me. I am clipped in. But just don't do it. And I shouldn't have done it. But, you know, I'm stupid. Just a little slippery here and there. Be prepared. It is a little slick. Even without rain. It's fully dry at this point, by and large. It's still a little slick. Home stretch. About 5 planks to go. Dragon is dead.
You slayed it?
Slayed it.
You know, guys, I don't even know what to say about this. All these people who go to Yosemite for the first time and they're like, oh my God, I did this monstrous hike. And those of us who have actually done the hikes are kind of like, come on. Come on. I've done that hike several times, and yeah, I can't do it anymore. I'm like handicapped now, but like I've done that hike several times. And well, I'm glad you achieved something on your bucket list.